Well, hello and welcome back, my friends, as we continue with the French Commune here in Hearts of Iron IV KaiserReich. I am going to do my best, guys, to get a victory, but I will be honest, this is a toughie. It's not easy. We've got a bunch of guys here on the German front training up a storm, basically trying to get these guys ready for a possible world war. But if we're heading into World War II, we more than likely are going to need to do a lot, and I mean a lot here, to get our men ready and to increase our manpower. 299,000 might seem like a lot, but it's not. It's really not. We also just got our Chacha and Stokes mortar, so we've got our new machine guns, etc. I want to give our guys some new rifles, but for now we'll focus on production efficiency. I think we need to build up our economy and make it a really strong one. Over here, let's focus on some support companies. We've got support equipment. We've also got the Citroën truck. What I want is that MAS 38, but it's going to require 703 days. So we could actually go straight for improved infantry equipment. This is pretty early on in the game to actually go this route, but I think it's the right thing to do. Let's also start getting some real bombers here. Let's get some TAC bombers, some BR-460s, and start researching that. What else can we do? I think for now that's it. We're going to stop there. Continue, of course. We are missing some equipment and motorized and light tank. So we're going to have to build some factories here. Let's get one light tank factory out here, each 35. And we're just going to have to wait. Unfortunately, we don't have enough factories. Hopefully, one of the edicts we pass can give us some military factories. And there we go. We just got our socialist education. Interesting. We also have the Papal Conclave. Once again, guys, let me know in the comments down below if you like it when I read these, or if you'd like me to just let you guys pause, read it yourself, and then continue. Catholic faithful in Rome breathes a sigh of relief as the Sistine Chapel's chimney billowed forth white smoke. So this, of course, means that a new pope has been elected, Pope John the 23rd. Interesting. And hope for renewed contact with the Socialist Republic of Italy. So he is an opponent of syndicalism, in this case socialism, definitely a big opponent. We've got to be careful there, and we might want to put some guys on the border to deal with him. But what I'm looking for now, and I think you guys know it, is something that's going to give me some military factories. This will decrease factory output, but increase our recruitable population. We don't want that. This will give us, well, we can't take this because we don't have the Travailler economic policy. As you can see, politics are very important in the KaiserReich, so we have to take something else. Department of Revolutionary Ideals would give us a lot of revolutionary propaganda. I think I'm going to take this. The revanchist propaganda is going to basically stir the people up, remind them that we've lost Alsace-Lorraine, and increase the recruitable population. In the meantime, we want to keep on building divisions wherever we can. We're doing our best here. We might even add some units, and eventually we want to drop these guys off. But currently, these guys are actually waiting for some supplies. Not enough equipment to train, so we need to get some equipment to these guys quickly. And that's why these factories have got to go up. So I'm actually going to... Let's see what else we need. What else do we need? Okay, we need missing equipment production, motorized. Revolution in Siam. We'll take a look at that in a second, but I want to find that motorized division. There it is, the Citroën. And this is actually a bit of an unlock, so I'm going to get rid of some of these bomber factories. Sorry, bombers. You're going to have to make room for the rest of the guys. Same with the heavy tanks. We're just going to have to play around a bit. Get rid of a few of these artillery factories. We still have some interwar artillery, just not as much as we'd like. And hopefully now we can start training our units. We're not getting them all of the supplies they need, but it's a start. So it looks like the People's Party, Kanad Ratsadon, has taken over in Siam. The heir to the throne and the chief of police were placed under arrest, and the king, who was not in Bangkok when the coup was carried out, returned to the capital and accepted the fate. So now this is another socialist government in Siam. I know Siam's in Asia. I know it's over in this general area, but I think it's going to take me a while to find it. No, I found it pretty quickly, actually. So, the Kingdom of Siam, is it still the Kingdom of Siam? Poland falls to nationalism. Okay, that's not good. So, Poland has become nationalistic, and actually that might be good, because what that means now, guys, is that essentially Poland could be a threat to Germany. Anarcho-syndicalists achieve Italian majority. No surprises there. So once again, the anarchists, in this case, have taken over in Socialist Republic of Italy, which is good for us. We're also anarchists because of the voting system that we chose. Well, the party that we chose, the political party, I should say. I think we need to get maybe some sort of tank producer. Potential increase in stability. Due to your recent increase in political power, we now have the chance to improve our stability. However, we must do so manually. To do up good stability or very good stability, we need to take the corresponding law in the Stability tab under Laws and Government in the Political screen. Okay, interesting. I think I'm pretty new to the political screen. You guys may need to help me with this. Maybe this is the political screen right here. Trying to see nationalist spirit. No. That's the rules summary. That is interesting. That might be something new, unless I'm totally losing my mind, which is totally possible. But I don't recall there being a political screen. So we might have to find it and locate it to increase that national unity. Right now, the base national unity is at 80%. We definitely want to get that up to 100% if we're able to. Let's take a look here. This is not a political screen either. However, we do need to go ahead and focus on building something else. So since we're going to be at war, I think dispersed industry is probably the way to go. We don't want everything stuck in one location. That's going to be problematic. In the meantime, we're going to go ahead and continue forward. Hope for the absolute best, of course. And, of course, try and get more and more divisions. In fact, I'll take a look and see if they're being built. Hopefully they are now. It looks like they're still having some trouble there. I'm going to drop some of these guys right there in Loa. Low manpower. No kidding. And as for my chief of staff, infantry division attack. I like this guy. School of Mass Combat, Jean-Marie Latre de Tassigny. I think that's going to be the one I take. Why can't I take him? That's weird. Let's try again. Nope, maybe he's dead. Yeah, I guess a bunch of these guys were dead, so we took the artillery attack guy. Dead or no longer part of the party, you know, no longer part of our system of government. They maybe were like the Soviets. Maybe we took them out back and shot them. Who knows? But we'll soon have to find out. So we can actually dismantle our faction, which I think is hilarious, start a new one. Obviously, that's not something we really want to do, but it's just interesting that that's a possibility. The Bastille Day celebrations. Vive la Commune. Of course. I think the Bastille Day is still celebrated to this day in France. Of course, this is an alternate universe, as you guys can imagine. All right, we got the revanchist propaganda, guys. And that brought us up to 1.4 million. That's awesome. Now we want to find something that's going to give us a little bit of focus. So we could demand Romandy. Now, this will give us military factories. So we're going to start the military buildup. But with the road to war, we are letting Germany know that we're getting ready for a possible fight here. And it looks like the Kingdom of Siam has declared war on the Federation. So there's two Siams right now, I can see. The HOI IV Rebellion. While the Siamese Revolution itself was successful, its political implication is an absolute mess from the yellow-covered dossier affair, which the old royalist side used that to build up a red scare against the parliamentarians. Okay, interesting. You guys can read the rest, but once again, if you want me to read it, I don't mind. Just don't want to bore you guys here. Our ideology has grown. Very cool. We lose some political power, but the syndicalists gain a little bit more control. And let's take a look at these this communist uprising here. Let's see if we can actually see it. And of course, the German Empire is part of this too. Wow. Look at that. Yes, definitely very cool. Now, he's just an authoritarian Democrat. It's actually not really a socialist party, but it seems to be a socialist uprising, at least telling by the flag. And again, a flag doesn't really mean much all the time. You know, obviously, our flag is very obviously a communist one. Okay, keep on going. Let's go. Okay, I understand now. So this is the Laws and Government tab. I think this makes sense, where we can change our stability. So we can actually increase this to good stability with 150 political points. That makes sense. Very cool. So we can mess with this a lot. We can increase popularity. We can increase, of course, conscription. This I knew about already, and I definitely want to get that to extensive conscription eventually. But it's going to take us a while, and remember, we want to play this carefully. I don't want to get into a war with Germany right away. I really want to take my time. As you can see, also, Germany's occupying Belgium and the Netherlands, so I'm considering putting an army right there, and perhaps this army is a good candidate, the army of Jacques Dutroux. The first Bourget International Art Festival, a little bit of political power. I'm going to take this guy out of the army. Yeah, sorry, buddy. And I'm going to take him and put him on the Belgian border. The Italian border also seems a little scary, but I don't think the Pope is going to attack. At least I don't expect a Pope to attack, but we'll have to wait and see. As you can see, a lot of our men are taking transport here, so our infrastructure in terms of moving men is pretty good. That's definitely something to look forward to if we have to go to war. We're also slowly gaining that military power, so we can possibly start adding some stuff to our units very, very soon here. Once again, nothing coming in. What is going on? Maybe somebody can explain this to us. We need some heavy tanks, fair enough. Alright, we're going to set things for reinforcements. We have to figure this out. Now, down here, these guys are actually building, so that's good news. It's taking them a while, but I think we definitely need more equipment just to increase our economy overall. And that's going to be tough. You know, we really need to do this carefully, and we don't have a lot of time to do it. I'm pretty sure that the Germans are just biding their time until they attack. I think maybe building some land forts would be a good idea. Let's go ahead and get that military buildup going immediately. And let's consider some land forts in this area over here, I think, would probably be a good idea. Riots and protests at Rangoon University. Well, as long as it helps us. So I'm going to put... let's put a land fort right here. It's going to take a while to build, but this is going to increase our defense tremendously against Germany if they attack. And here I think I'm going to increase this to good stability. Beautiful. There we go, guys. We've signed into law good stability under Benoit Fauchon. And we've also stopped or finished the bomber research. Now let's go ahead and select a technology. It's got to have something to do with the infantry. And John N. Garner is elected as President of the United States of America. Despite the massive instability rampant in the nation ever since the Great Depression, the presidential elections went forward, and the voting results are clear. The Democratic candidate John Nance Garner is the 32nd President of the United States. Very interesting. Now, we're supporting John Reed, or Jack Reed. His actual real name is John, but they call him Jack Reed. And the CSA, and it's not like the CSA like the Confederate States of America. It's the Communist States of America. In fact, I think it's got a totally different name, but it is a communist uprising. Now, for our research slots, what do we want to focus on? What do we focus on when we have no equipment whatsoever? Factories. I think so. I think we'll go ahead and go for mechanical engineering. This will lower our research time for everything. And that's definitely something we need now. And it looks like outdated equipment is in production. The Potez. Not seeing it. Nope. We can fix that, though. Let's see if we are finally getting some rifles to those men. No, still no luck. Man, that is weird. Very strange indeed. Maybe we need to get our political power up and order some more recruitment. I mean, that's definitely a possibility. But I'm starting to wonder if we're not doing something that we should be doing to get those necessary supplies. Because we're definitely building them, but maybe we're not building them quickly enough. I'm not sure, guys. Improved machine tools, beautiful. Alright, this is also going to increase production efficiency. Obviously, production efficiency is very important to us. We've also just finished the military buildup. That's great. The Arab Congress. Interesting. And dispersed industry we got as well. So let's go for some construction. Factory repair speed's going to go up. Construction speed in general is going to go up. I like that. That's very cool. Now, we could calibrate the economy, give us a lot of political power, or we could fortify the border. And I think this is a good idea. This is automatically going to fortify the German border, but we could also start focusing on the communal army. There's a lot of stuff here, mass conscription, the officers' initiative, which will increase, you know, our army's efficiency. Yeah, I might have to try this. And, of course, the Socialist Muslim Committee or the Mission to the Baratia Committee. So we could get some French military support here. No, I think, man, this is a tough one. I definitely want to support the CNT. They're not around yet, though, so we have to wait. The CNT is going to be the anarchists that rise up in Spain. I think fortify the German border might be the way to go. I think it's just the safest thing to do. So that's what we're going to do for now, guys. And look at that. We got some new military factories. We've also got insufficient resources. So let's get some fuel here from the United States and their new president. Okay, get that quickly. And let's see where we can put these military factories. What are we low on? Just about everything, I'm sure. Yeah, we still need rifles, etc. All right, we'll get one rifle factory going. Let's get a mechanized factory and maybe a artillery factory right here. Hopefully that'll be enough. We'll continue. Another reason that I think maybe we're not producing is maybe all this training is draining our resources. So let's select all our men and let's stop training. Just these guys on the border. I mean, they're already sufficiently trained. The only reason we're doing this is to gain that military or the army experience. The best way to gain it is obviously to get in a fight, but we're not in any fights right now. I'm going to do the same right here. Let's select all. Let's stop the training. And let's see if that did anything. We probably have to wait a little while for it to take effect. No, still not enough equipment. Wow. So these guys are getting a little bit of equipment. Canon de modèle. We're just going to have to take our time there, guys. Obviously, if anybody has any suggestions, please let us know. And Haiti declared war on the Dominican Republic. It happened the other way around with Trujillo in power, but I think this is a very different world. So, obviously, things are not going to be the same. Come on, boys and girls. You need to work faster. This is disgraceful. Lower the research time even more there. Maybe what we do is we just get rid of all the deployment here. And the 5-year anniversary of the Geneva Strike. Okay, the American Civil War, guys. America has devolved into a civil war, and we must help our brothers in the CSA. We're going to send 10,000 infantry equipment to the enemy, and we desperately need it right now. So this better work out in our favor. In the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and just get rid of all the divisions we were training, and I'm just going to try to train one. And this should work. We'll train him in Orléans, and let's hope that this works. I might add one unit, but he still needs some equipment in production. So the only other thing I can think of is that we are producing equipment that we no longer have. So there we go. The Second American Civil War has begun. Interesting. I do want to jump here and edit this unit. So all we really need are infantry. That's it. That shouldn't really cost too much. Let's hope we can eventually fix it. Division equipment. Yep, they've got the regular mass. And maybe we need to add that new rifle. Maybe that's what's going on here. Gotta discover the problem. So let's go and... The old rifle we were using is infantry equipment 1. I think we have infantry equipment 2 now. No, we still have infantry equipment 1. What is going on with you boys? What is wrong? What is your major malfunction? Maybe support equipment. All right, so we're going to build some support equipment factories. Let's get rid of one of the motorized factories here. And that should go directly to support equipment. Let's get rid of one of the heavy tank factories. There we go. Hopefully now we'll be helping our guys. So thanks to the ill-advised measures taken by the Swiss authorities to put an end to their union's demands for better wages, it looks like the Romandy workers have risen up in Switzerland. And basically, this is a really interesting occurrence. It's basically socialists within Switzerland that want Switzerland to be socialist. So we could possibly declare war on the Swiss. We will try to gain influence here. We're going to lose some support in Switzerland, but I think it's worth it. So we're going to try and help out our brothers there. Let's see how this goes. 1.45 million people that we can bring in. Yes, they're finally getting their equipment. The second unit is also getting their equipment. I think we figured out the problem. We need to move very fast now, obviously. We fortified the German border, so we should have some really strong forts there. And now I want to go for something a little more devious. Extending the line's not a bad idea, but at the same time, the communal army is something I think we need to focus on. Let's go for the communal army, and let's start building another technology here. Resource gain efficiency. I like that, but I don't think we need it yet. Let's go for dispersed industry too. And that is going to increase our production overall anyway. So I think that's very worth it. And 107, we might be able to actually change some laws here. Ho Chi Minh is invited to Calcutta. Very cool. Bon voyage, Ho Chi Minh. But this is going to get us really, really, really... The Germans are going to get really pissed at us if we see Ho Chi Minh here. So we might want to go ahead and not take the trip. They're so far away, unfortunately. I don't think they affect us right now. And interestingly enough, Ho Chi Minh actually went to college in France, but we can't risk the trip. We don't want to upset the German Empire, and right now that's going to increase their opinion of us by 30. We need to build up first. You don't just go into a fight without some training, and I think that's what we're doing here, is we're trying to train as many men as we can and go into the fight prepared. I think that's the right way to go about this. Obviously, if an uprising occurs in Spain, which it probably soon will, then we want to support the CNT no matter what. But otherwise, we've got to be careful. Well, guys, I hope you continue to enjoy the series. I try to make these videos extra long, so please try to give some support by hitting that like button, commenting down below, and sharing the video with friends. And if you're new to the channel, please do subscribe. Thank you so much, my friends. Take care. Have a great day.